Let's practice naming covalent compounds. We have SO2 as our first example. So S is sulfur. And because it's the first element, we don't use the prefix mono. So it's sulfur. And O is oxygen. And there are two of them. The prefix for two is di. So di, and then we change the ending of the word to IDE, so dioxide. Sulfur dioxide. Look at the next one. Take a second and see if you can come up with what the name of that would be. N is nitrogen, and there's one, but we don't use mono on the first word. So we have nitrogen. We have O2. It's going to be dioxide again. Look at this one. Take a minute and think of the name in your head. N stands for nitrogen, and there are two. So we say dinitrogen. And O is oxygen, and there's one, and we do use mono on the second word. So we say monoxide. If there's two vowels in a row, monoxide, you can drop one. Look at the next one. Think of its name in your head. Hopefully you came up with sulfur trioxide. Look at this next one. Now let me tell you, this is Cl, not two C's and a capital I. Remember, we're only going to name binary covalent compounds. That means only two different types of elements. So make sure you realize that that's Cl and not CCI. Think of its name. There's one carbon. We don't use mono on the first word. And there are four chlorines. The prefix for four is tetra. And chloride. Look at this last one. So prefixes we haven't used yet. The prefix for 6 is hexa. A lot of students will get hexa and hepta, which is 7, backwards. I remember 6 has an X, and so does hexa, and that helps me. So, hexacarbon, and there are 8 fluorines, so octafluoride. And that's how you name covalent compounds. As long as you know your prefixes, it's generally fairly easy. Let's talk about writing these formulas. It's the same steps, just the other direction. So silicon dioxide. Silicon's symbol is Si. And since it doesn't tell me how many, we know there's just one. Oxide is oxygen, and it tells us 2. Look at the next one, diboron tetrabromide. Take a second and think of what that formula would look like. This is where knowing your symbols comes in handy. Diboron means 2 boron. Tetrabromide means 4 bromines. Look at this next one. Hexaboron disilicide. So hexa means 6. Silicide is silicon. So we have 2 silicons. diphosphorus pentaoxide. So 2 phosphorus, penta means 5 oxygen. Boron trichloride. Boron, and we don't put a number because there's just one. And tri, 3 chlorine. The last one is hydrogen monochloride. HCl. There you have it.